Hello everybody, it's your old pal J Gun, and today I'm bringing you a quick sneak peek of the Hull C, which has been introduced in patch 3.20 and is available for PTU Wave 1 and Wave 2 players. This is Musashi Industrial Starflight Concern's middle of the road hauling ship. The Hull series is Hull A through Hull E. The Hull A is already in the game, and the Hull C is now being added. So it's kind of cool that they skipped B. We'll get to see C, and if you can imagine it, there are ships even 2 sizes larger than this. Doing a quick tour of the outside here in the hangar before we take it up into space and expand its spindle. It has MISC's typical industrial aluminum airframe type look kind of like a Airstream trailer. All their ships do. There will be plenty of paints for it, I'm sure. Entry is through this cute little elevator on the bottom. I kind of like the way that it's on the angled surface of the bottom. I don't do full reviews per se of ships because I love all the ships. Reviews from me would be pointless because I would just say, go buy it, I love it. And also, I don't follow the specs. Like, I don't care about engines or shields or guns. I just don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I just like to get in the ships because they're so pretty and fly around and have fun. So here we are going up in a little elevator and looking around and heading forwards towards the bridge. It's almost like the Hammerhead where you can see across to the other side. Of course, it's not hollow though. There is hallway there, and we'll see it a little bit later in the video that we can walk through there. But it's a big ship, and it gets even bigger when it's expanded. It has a bridge very similar to the Starfarer, where there's a captain's chair in the center just behind the 2 pilot seats. We'll go ahead and turn it on. A few of the key bindings were different here in 320, and R wasn't doing flight ready, so I actually had to turn on each subsystem individually. The ship has a great profile. I love it. And here we are taking off. It handles quite a bit like the Starfarer or Reclaimer. You have to pretty much just depend on the small thrusters underneath to keep you afloat as you ascend. And we've made it up. We're somewhere around an orbital marker above Hurston. And I went ahead and hit Alt K, I think, or Control K, to extend the spindle. And here it is in action. We've seen this in many videos up until now. And it's so cool, though, to have it in my own hands now and be able to do it for real in the actual game. So let's go ahead and take a quick tour of the interior of the ship. Again, this review won't talk about cargo. I didn't have time to go to any stations and buy anything. I think it holds like 4,000 something SCU, which is quite a bit. It's probably the biggest ship we have so far in the game for hauling. So on this side, these were all, I believe, suit lockers. I think that's what they are. And they're actually labeled by role, one for the pilot and the other roles. And then on the other side, there's a similar array of containers, which I believe are the escape pods. So this would be after we look at the shield generator here. Big. And I don't know what that is. Lots of things to play with, but none of them really do anything. Little ladder going up there, which I didn't take. And then in here we have, yeah, I think these are the escape pods. Escape pods have been in the game for a while, but they don't do anything. They're not, there's no behavior to them, but a lot of the ships have them. So, you know, run wild with your RP, I guess, and roleplay, but they don't actually do anything, which is a shame. But 90% of the stuff in this game doesn't actually do anything. You know, anytime you see an LCD monitor in a ship, it's just fake graphics. So it's just a fun game for role-playing. You know, like when you go to the local park and you climb up on the equipment and you say, I'm a pirate, and you turn the steering wheel, but it doesn't actually do anything because it's not a real pirate ship. It's just a bunch of plastic in the sand. Here's the spindle. This interior tube you can walk through, which is kind of cool. I did not check this out before the expansion, so I don't know what this looks like when the ship's contracted. But when the ship is expanded, it looks like this. It's pretty cool. I was playing around with the camera focal length here to try and make it look longer or shorter, but I probably shouldn't do that in a video. It'll mislead people. As I walked through this, I would gain and lose oxygen, so there are some leaks. Just be aware of that. I would definitely recommend that you keep your helmet on the whole time. And so at the back section here, there's a little bit of ship left. There's the engine room. We get these cool engines with viewing windows, which I absolutely love. It's been a long time since we've had engines that looked cool inside the ship. Actually, the Hammerhead is the last time we really had cool looking engines. Maybe the 890 Jump. So it was kind of nice to see a return to like an exposed interior engine window and being able to see some cool stuff. So in the back here, past the engines, we have a small section that's 3 levels tall. We can go up from engineering to habitation up to the exterior airlock. I skipped about a third of the ship in this review. Just being honest, I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough. Didn't quite know what the interior of the ship was. Looks like there's a suit locker also for engineer. And mainly I just kind of wanted to get outside the ship first and fly around, take a look at it. There's one of Hurston's moons in the background. But here it is. Maybe I'll add some awe-inspiring music or something. I'm glad the remotes, I don't know what a remote is, but I have a bad case of the remotes. I'm glad the remote turrets are remote. Wow, that's redundant. I'm glad the turrets are remote turrets, because having to run to a turret, climb up inside it, just seems completely stupid 930 years in the future. So these are the spindles. Apparently the cargo sticks to here. You have to fly. You have to buy it first, then fly the ship to a holding zone. Then it loads up over. Oh my God, what happened? Well, that's Star Citizen for you.